Hey, what's up everybody and Happy New Year. Don't mind my hair, I'm looking a little crazy. So, I decided to go with the ECS Luft-Technik, probably completely butchering that name, but it is the ECS intake for the VR6. They have a bunch of different pictures on the website, go ahead and scroll. It's only about $171. It's a little bit on the lower end of prices with intakes, which is exactly why I bought it, because apparently they're just all the same. The only difference is the brand name. We are gonna have to take this battery out. Once we take this battery out, we'll have more access to move tubing and stuff around there. Plus there is a bracket down there that is in the instructions that you do have to pull out as well. So this is pretty much how the intake lays out. Fairly simple, it's nothing too complicated. And what I like about the ECS intake, it's very OEM friendly. So if you wanna keep all your OEM stuff, this would be perfect because you can revert back to OEM later if you want to. It does come with an adapter for your secondary air injection pump, clips in just like OEM. And then this can hold the breather filter, which is right there. But first, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start removing my bumper. All right guys, so next thing you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna remove your MAF. I'm just gonna undo these here. You could do this off of the car. Since I have access, I'm gonna just do it here. You may not have access, so just be careful. Once you have those bolts removed, you'll be able to take off your air box, just like that. And the air box can just lift up. So that's pretty much it when it comes to all the stock stuff. It's just the air box and then whatever your intake piping is. If you have it stock, you will have to remove the panels that cover here and here. These should be just those two Phillips there. And then there's gonna be some shrouding in here that you'll have to remove at the back of the headlight. And the lower panel that'll be holding the tray together. You can't really see it, but there's a panel that usually sits right here and directs the airflow to the tube that basically hangs out right here. If you have a stock car, you'll know what I mean. Once you have all that taken out, let's keep going. And I didn't show you guys earlier, but I left these couplers upstairs. These are just the ECS tuning ones. There's a 3-inch straight and then a 3-inch hump. The 3-inch hump is actually gonna go on the MAF side. It'll lay out like this, and then that one would go there. And that's essentially the intake right there. All right guys, so the next bracket you're gonna have to remove is this one. This is the inner fender. Just like that, it's out. So just essentially get a pry bar and just put it behind the lip there and just pop that out. All right guys, so I got that piping out of the way, or that bracket out of the way, so now it's a little bit more clear down there. I'm gonna clean that up and then we can keep installing. So the next thing you're gonna do is you're gonna grab this hardware. We need this rubber grommet and some of these nuts and washers here. We're gonna move to the underside of the car. Don't mind the mess, it's dirty. Yeah, anyways, so we are going to work under. As you can see, we're looking at basically the fender is right here, the engine's over here. And I am gonna be throwing some Loctite on here just so that rattling isn't an issue or vibration. You're just gonna grab your flat washer and your nut and snug that down. Come in from the top here, and we're just gonna snug it down. You just have to put this in carefully. Try not to scratch it because it is polished. I'm gonna just throw a little bit of Loctite on these threads here. And I say a little bit, but clearly it means a lot. And then we're just gonna screw that on. Alrighty, so that is on. It does wiggle around a little bit. It does have to move a little bit, so be mindful of that. But we're gonna grab this grommet from the hardware supplied, and we're just gonna shove it in there. And just like that, quick and easy, installed. Now the grommet's installed there. Next, we're gonna be installing the 3-inch hump. Perfect. And for the 3-inch straight, all you're gonna wanna do is install it on this end with the clamps as well. There we go. So that's good. Slowly, we're gonna drop this end onto the end of the filter here. And be careful because there is metal parts here that could rub. I got that on there. As you can see, it fits pretty nice. This grommet needs to fit there. And then you do need to remove the MAF to fit it properly and make sure it works properly. So I gotta get some channel locks and then we can finish that up. So once you get your channel locks on there, just go ahead and pull the MAF off. Go ahead and squeeze the MAF on. Or make sure you have your clamps on, otherwise you're gonna have to pull this off once you do that. I slipped it on about halfway, rotated the MAF to give it more of that hidden MAF look, and it does look a little bit better. I tightened these down. I am gonna have to tighten these down next. Then we can throw the filter on, and then we can throw the battery back in, the bumper back on, and then we're good to go. I got these tightened down. Hidden MAF, I just rotated it a little bit. Got all this tightened down here, tightened down there. I got the intake now on, and it doesn't move, so that's perfect. So that's pretty much how it sits in the car. This is on a 24 valve VR6, mind you. Everything fit perfectly. So in reverse order, let's put the battery back in and start up the car and hear these intake whoosh noises. So once you guys pretty much have everything back installed in the car, everything fits nice and tight. As you can see, this is what it'll look like in your engine bay. And remember, this is the ECS Luft-Technik Intake for the 24 valve VR6. And it was only about $171 online on the website. It came perfectly in a box. The box is a little beat, but that's fine. You could see the intake from right here, which I'm showing you guys now. And that's pretty much the basic install for that. So thanks for watching.